Hey, we did it. And now I can click this.
See if anything happens.
You can click that.
And click it.
Ooh, holy smokes. Hello.
Hello.
Evan Williams, bottled in bond.
That mic's on, right?
Yeah, it was
Ryan?
no. Where's
Okay.
where's your meter?
Oh,
Are
yes.
you not connect?
Oh, wait, no.
It's right there.
Yeah, there we
see
go.
it. We're good.
Hey, John.
It's good.
This
What's up, John?
that smells like dessert. Smell that. Tell me that doesn't smell like dessert.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, kind of does. You don't get to smell it. You've already had it. You know some?
Hell yeah.
All right. It's almost like we were doing this the other night.
I think we were.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. Except we're older, less mature.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can be any less mature than we already are.
Oh, just wait.
Oh, he's over here with the Agent Smith thing going on.
Well, I'm going to take it out now since I just want to make sure the audio works before we get too far into it.
Okay, cool. Anyway,
What is... My watch is doing something weird.
is that dessert? Or is it that good?
It's not what you expect.
No, the bottle almost smelled like brown sugar. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, no, it hits different.
He says politely.
All right, so Weird Whiskey and Barbecue, Chaos, Evan, the cook.
The cook. It's
Ryan, however you want to look at it.
That's not what I thought it was going to be.
So Aiden is going to be keeping track of, and if we look off at weird places, there's like a lot of cameras pointing at us, and none of the ones we normally film with are what we're actually filming with. So it's kind of throwing all of us off.
For the record, since Gretchen asked, how many GoPros do we have running?
3,
None are running, but we have 3. And we have a new camera rig that this
Ryan
camera is
built.
not attached to.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently there are 5. Do we count the phone with the camera?
It's
Yeah.
not on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's currently 6 cameras facing us.
And they add 10 pounds.
Each.
Gretchen and Josh have had some pretty good success in 2020. I'll cheers that. If you haven't looked at
Oh, that's weird.
Iron Root, go check that out. That's right? Iron
Yes,
Root?
Iron Root. They are brand ambassadors for Iron Root. I don't know what the technical term was.
Mhm.
He's a whiskey ginger with his fellow whiskey gingers.
That is true. And I saw John. John, when did we see each other? 10 days ago? Not this past Monday, but the Monday before.
How's he doing?
Or the Thursday before.
Yeah.
Maybe a week ago. I don't know. Yeah, no,
Why is
he-
Evan your favorite?
You know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's Gretchen. Whatever.
It's because she's awesome.
You were saying.
Hanging out with John.
Hanging out with John. We were over at the academy.
Okay.
And yeah, I was walking down the thing. And I had my mask on, and he was busy doing something. So I pulled down my mask and said something vulgar and went on my way. So,
Well, all right.
That's awesome.
yeah, it was good to see you, John, even if it was just in passing. And, I can't say that we were social distance because I had to bump into him.
He was hauling 5,000 pounds of whiskey.
Seriously was.
Oh my God.
So he's working out at the Fang and Feather now. I don't know if he's working or working. Yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff with Daniel and Rex out there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. Good dude.
What you writing down, right?
So
He is certainly in the medical field because you can't read it. You can't.
I
It
can read it
scribbles.
just fine.
It's like you get a prescription on a piece of paper, which they don't do anymore because they just send it directly to the pharmacy.
Yeah.
But they used to write it and sit it on a piece of paper, and you don't know what it is. It's like 3 lines that have squiggles on it, and you hand it to the pharmacy, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you need amoxicillin or whatever."
It's never the fun stuff.
So I am writing down. We got a couple ideas on Tuesday, and I got some ideas from people I work with today.
That's right.
We are actually here to brainstorm, to come up with ideas that we want to cook. People that actually sort of kind of like us, I think, and seeing what they want to do.
Well, we can change that. But feel free to put in the chat whatever you'd like to see us cook, whether that is grilling or not.
And if you just have random questions that y'all want to know, since we've been gone for
it's been a minute.
Just type it in. Aiden is currently doing chat, so we have the ADD kid doing chat, which is kind of fun.
Yeah,
so
it's fine.
Hopefully he pays attention.
Yeah. Nope, nobody's going to get any response. So.
Yeah.
I have to say hi to David Smith. He and I had some fun motorcycle chat. Was that last night, David? I think it was.
Josh said birria tacos.
Barbacoa.
No, birria.
No, he
so
said
birria.
birria.
B-A-R-R-I-A.
Birria.
It's a new kind of taco, and it's not a new kind of taco. But
Really?
It's not.
It's a new kind of taco.
No, it's not a new kind of taco, but it's one that's kind of.
You watched it on
The
Netflix.
tortillas on the inside.
No, it's picking up a lot of steam. Well, funny. So it's
the Great British Baking Show showed it.
It's a corn tortilla that's dipped into seasoned grease, essentially.
You just described every meal that Nico cooks.
Yes, that's true. So it's dipped down in the grease, then it's seared in the pan. You put a specific kind of cheese in it, then you stuff it, you roll it over, you fold it in the pan, and then you sear it on both sides, and it's a super greasy, crunchy taco that you dip into more of the seasoned fat.
Okay, so one of the last videos that we left off on was Papa doing over the fire pit, and I learned from Papa that my Papa.
We did that video?
No, it should.
That was like one of the last ones we did, right?
We maybe not released it, but we filmed it.
Are you talking about the little guy with the big handlebar mustache, ponytail? Looks like he's like
we didn't
working a saloon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, that's him.
It's been a minute, y'all. We're trying to get back into this.
What I'm saying is, he taught me that you for your breakfast, for your eggs, you do your bacon first, and you cook your bacon in bacon grease.
Yes.
Yeah, like your old bacon grease.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
You keep it in the fridge.
You you never told me that. I can't even. You are not a
I
Papa.
thought your wife would have told you that.
And then she doesn't like it. And then you pour it back out, and then you cook your eggs in the leftover.
Your wife has bacon and butter as a food group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
And she doesn't keep it probably doesn't matter because she's cooking a pound of bacon every day anyway. So she has plenty of bacon grease laying around.
Yeah. And Josh brought us another pound the other day. So yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Okay, so let's get back on chat here. So,
John says that we owe him some smoked cheeses.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't done that.
Oh, we're supposed to smoke the cheeses in the peat. Yes.
Do we have to do it on the peat?
That's specifically what he asked for whenever he handed us what did you do with them?
You had yours, right?
Did we have peat?
You had them.
Like from a bottle?
You had the brick.
No. That's awesome.
I still have them.
Good.
They're
Because
in
you
my
have all
garage.
of them.
They're in my garage.
You had the box. I didn't have it here.
I've got them. Thank you.
Yes,
John.
we'll smoke some cheese. That's one of the things I plan on doing here before long is smoke cheeses. I'll fire up a kettle and I will smoke that. Actually, I was over.
John says it doesn't have to be peat.
A while
Just smoked cheese.
A while back. Josh, when were we over there with you, me, and Troy and Gretchen? Because we fired up some of that peat and we did the nachos with it.
And
And
you have to pour so heavy?
it was weird. Oh, it was weird.
Sorry,
But yes, we're smoked cheese is one of the things we're gonna do.
That.
I've got 2 extra pets.
And we'll deliver that to the academy.
I've got a theater room. 12.5 foot of 1080p, man. It's decent. It's decent.
Oh, God.
It ain't 4K. It's decent, okay? You were there. You watched me build it. Movies at my house. What's up?
Yeah. Okay.
Look at him. He's just going after it.
I got to get through it so I can get to something
It's
different.
like eating your vegetables before getting to have the real dinner.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with it. This bottle was $17.
Okay.
We have
And
had.
it's 100 proof.
It is 100 proof. It is bottled bond. We have had worse whiskeys that cost more.
That's true. I can
So
say
for $17 a bottle,
it'll do the job.
yes.
You know.
Now, whenever you upgrade to $24 a bottle,
Okay. I have a question on the Evan Williams. Did you really get our? I'm not going to call him. What's the word that I don't want to call him? Better than everybody else?
Or a neighbor?
Yeah.
He's not better than everybody else.
He's not? Did you really get him a bottle of Evan Williams?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And it wasn't this one?
It was that one.
It was that one?
Well, I got 2.
Okay.
He got the other one. And because he said, I want a bourbon and he wanted the.
Jack?
No.
Jose?
What's the one you always drink?
Highland.
The Matthew McConaughey one.
The Long Branch. So he wanted a
Uh,
bottle of Long Branch, and he said, I want something cheap. I'm like,
For $38 a bottle, Long Branch is it's a decent drink.
Josh, yes, we know they're not Texas whiskeys. Got it.
Oh, Harbinger was so good.
Great.
Yeah, Gretchen just. So we got. Gretchen brought up, didn't y'all smoke a cheese stick with the peat? And
We
it
did
was-
smoke a cheese stick with the peat, and we smoked some cheddar that was put on the nachos with the peat. Yes. We did that. It was that was whenever I went over to Josh's, and it was me, Josh, Troy.
No, I remember.
Yeah.
Because 90% of the time, Ryan's like, hey, I'm headed up to Josh and Gretchen's. You want to go? And I'm like, dude, seriously? You gave me like 3 seconds worth of heads up on this? Appreciate that. Thanks. Choice words.
Kufus. That guy. He said, can you guys do a picanha on the Weber rotisserie?
A picanha?
Sure.
Piccana.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
It's a picanha. It's a cut of meat. It's sort of like a sirloin top roast, but they're harder to find. But the butcher in Dripping Springs HEB can get me picanha. I have asked about it. So yeah, we can.
Sweet.
I don't have a rotisserie for my charcoal kettle. I do have a rotisserie for my gas grill. So you're not going to get it on charcoal. I can still smoke it, and I can do smoker box with it. So yes, I can do that.
All right.
That was like, a long-winded answer to a one-worded
Affirmative.
question or whatever. Yeah, that's-
Well, I had to tell him he said it on the
Keep
on
going.
the kettle.
Yeah. Try to finish the sentence there, Bob.
I believe in you.
I haven't drank enough yet,
Use your words.
That's true.
and I haven't enough caffeine today yet.
That is also true.
I'm not nearly calm enough. Where's my coffee?
I do not know.
It was right next to me.
It's right there behind the paper
Is that
towels.
where it is?
I can see it because I'm tall.
No, it was yesterday's cup. It's in a black cup somewhere. It's probably sitting over there.
No, it's right there.
Pay attention to the words.
Over
They're
by the
scrolling.
coffee. I
Okay,
can see
okay. Yeah, so John said, I guess Harbinger isn't available in, at the very least, Austin.
Oh, and Josh
That
hasn't
sucks.
made brisket since. Oh, Josh.
What?
Gosh.
I taught you how to make it on
Josh.
your egg, and it came out really well.
Yeah. An egg is easy. Do it.
Not for a brisket.
John said, is there a way to grill fried
Not for it
cat?
to be like
Quit
stale.
being honest. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Rule number 1.
Is there a way to grill fried catfish?
I mean, if you fry it, then technically it's done, right?
Well,
Or
like grill it.
does that maybe smoke it with the oil? Does that make any sense?
Like fry it in
Can
oil, or fry it like I did the chicken, the kettle fried chicken.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, are you talking about like setting up a kettle to do like an air fry, like you would a kettle fried chicken, or frying it in a kettle with like a Dutch oven, a cast iron Dutch oven with the oil?
Get a fried catfish effect on the grill. Get a fried catfish like effect on the grill.
I can try. I mean,
And that's all we ask here at Whiskey and Barbecue.
right? I mean, we did the kettle fried chicken.
Which was really
Yeah,
good.
it did come out good. It came out crunchy. I can probably do that.
To be fair, the majority of your stuff comes out better than good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am willing to have you make the sacrifice.
And then you'll sample.
Okay, so
Take one for the
not
team.
just meals. If there's a Q-tip or a trick or something like that you want to know about, or if there's a whiskey you want us to try that's not that,
So
All ideas are welcome.
I like
Josh, we will review whatever you bring to the house, buddy.
true story.
Yeah.
True story. Open invitation. You know where we live.
It will even leave the hot sauce in the refrigerator.
Yeah, that was a
Ooh.
fun night.
Josh brought up a Filipino dish called sisig. 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 Spicy chopped up pork face bits. And then he said, do it.
Yeah, I'm out on that one, but I'll go ahead with the whole roasted pig or whole.
I don't think I've ever eaten a face before.
whole
I'm
hog
down.
roast from Gretchen.
Well, the face, you have the cheeks, the jowls, and you have some of the head meat that's really tender. It's really good.
Yeah.
You just
Because pigs don't smile.
they don't smile often.
It's a sad life.
Their
of a
orgasms
pig.
do last a while too. That's why they're always so happy and bacon tastes so good.
Here, I thought I was taking it to weird places.
The problem is funny story. We did a lingua video that Evan could not edit. He couldn't. We never released it.
I don't know what lingua is.
Tongue.
Oh.
Evan. No. Yeah. We did some of the footage,
I'm
and
pretty sure we did.
now we didn't release it.
Never?
Nope.
Okay.
Because
Tamales are face and head made tradition? I don't know if I've had traditional tamales. I'll be
What?
honest.
you mumble. Okay. Anyway, so we did this when we did lingua. I screwed up because I didn't actually get whenever I was prepping the tongue. So there's just one part where I have the tongue laid out and I'm talking about it. Then I put it in the freezer and I forgot to show where I trimmed everything. And then I went into the cook and Evan's like, nah, bro, I can't edit that. He ate some of it though. But let him tell you he didn't.
I did.
Gretchen said pig/whole hog roast.
Mm-hmm.
If I do a whole hog, y'all are coming to the house. Just throwing that out there. You too, Josh or John.
And then David Smith would like the building plans for your double grill table.
Oh,
yeah, that's a
Banff?
pretty good one. Yeah, the Banff with the 26s.
Okay.
Yep, those are
Yeah.
nice. Good on you, David. Now, David, morning. You got to have another dude that can lift with you.
Yeah, that's over-engineered, bro.
Mm.
It's hefty.
That was even difficult for the Hobbit and myself. Yeah.
Filthy Bagginses.
Mm-hmm.
P9 Raceway. I'll back this one myself as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Shawarma tacos, your choice of protein.
I don't even know what shawarma is.
So
It's awesome.
But P9, if you want to do the 25 towards the in the PayPal, it's whiskeyandbarbecue@gmail.com PayPal.
So I can do shawarma. I actually had somebody has asked me to do gyros, and they've asked me to do al pastor on a trompo. So it's all kind of the same cooking style, it's just different seasoning. So yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. And P9, if you get a refund back on that, I make my wife work really hard for the money I spend, and we have a stupid large budget for food. So don't worry about it.
Gyro taco,
And then,
shawarma. And so do you want it shawarma tacos or do you want it actually in the bread? Because I don't really.
Shawarma tacos is
Okay.
what they wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And then P9 also said poor man's burn ends. Chuck roast.
Oh, so
Funny.
good.
Oh, I'm mad at myself. There's a chuck roast that was in the refrigerator that has been in there too long now that I was going to do that with. So we will do that.
Okay.
With something that's not been in there too long?
No, I'll get another one.
Okay. I have pork belly, by the way, if we need it.
Well, so what I'm thinking is we can do like pork belly burnt ends and poor man burnt ends because they both cook the same amount of time and the same way.
Okay.
And actually I wonder how my pork sauce would taste on burnt ends at the very end, just kind of glaze it and caramelize it a little bit.
Okay.
That might be amazing.
All right, I'll do the pork belly, and you do the other one. We'll do it side by side.
Okay.
That way, if I screw up, I can blame you.
So I got scalloped smoked cheese, the picanha rotisserie, kettle fried catfish, whole pig, gyro taco, shawarma tacos, poor man's burnt ends, and I got the build table Banff.
John posed a question. Is there such a thing as Irish barbecue paired with Irish whiskey tasting? Josh did respond that Irish barbecue is baked potatoes.
Yep.
I can't really argue
I'll agree to that.
with the point.
So I'm gonna have to research that one because I mean Irish tacos, it would probably be goat and lamb predominantly. There's not a lot of beef going over there, but yeah, potatoes are a thing.
Yeah. Let's see. My mom's in chat. Hi, Mom. She said non bread.
N-A-A.
Oh,
Yeah.
N-A-A-N.
Yeah,
Hey,
like-
Laura. Good to...
like tandoori or whatever.
I haven't seen your mom in...
Ryan
Wait a
doesn't
second.
bake.
He's been busy, man.
Okay, so non-bread. I don't have a tandoori.
I know you can find a
letting
way.
that go.
I told you. We're a little immature. It's all right.
And then Josh said porchetta with a pig emoji.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So porchetta is pork belly wrapped around different kinds
It's a
of things.
CH, sir.
Porchetta.
Yeah, porchetta.
It's pork belly wrapped around other kinds of meat, sometimes Italian sausage, things like that, and then you sear off its skin on pork belly.
Okay.
And you sear off the skin, and then you roast it for a while. So whenever you cut into it, the skin crackles, and it's like real chicharron. Imagine a giant chicharron wrapped around pork belly and sausage, and sometimes some vegetables.
It smells good, and we haven't even cooked it yet.
Huzzah.
I can probably do porchetta.
I just snotted out my nose.
Barbecue pizza from Polaris and Chevy.
You know what? I so here's a really fun thing. In the time that we've been off,
You've stepped up your pizza game.
but the gentleman that comes over from time to time, we go out on motorcycle rides. He has a wood fire pizza pit in his backyard, like a custom built
Oh my God.
for wood fired pizza. And
If
we can-
only we had a giant video rig that was portable that we could take places.
I'll bet we could make that work.
I probably could. I'm just saying.
So he's going to be on vacation for the next couple of weeks, starting next week, and I'm just kind of thinking we could just go over there and nobody would know.
We do not condone breaking and entering.
There's no breaking. You literally go through
Yeah,
the
it's
gate.
just entering.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's
He has a
legal.
pool and a hot tub. I've got his Wi-Fi so I can turn on the Sonos.
Yeah. So
I'll-
If you've
I'll ask
invited
him.
us to your house, we do actually ask permission to go into people's houses, with the
Not
exception
true.
of Evan walking into here.
Best story ever.
Which
Love
one?
it. Your dad or stepmom?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell that story.
No, I don't. Look, I needed tequila or vodka or something for my wife, and I walked in here like I normally do. It's basically like Kramer on Seinfeld, just help myself, doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah. And he's like, "What do you need?" I'm like, "I don't know, this." He's like, "Yeah, no, we don't have it." All right, man. And I
Yes,
walk
John,
out the
you
front
did.
door, and his dad and stepmom look at him and are like, "Who was that?"
it's great. So, yeah,
Nice.
barbecue pizza's up there. John Gunsel
Yeah.
said, "Did I just hear sausage stuffed chicharron?
I believe
Yes,
you did.
that's
Yeah.
basically yes.
Skip
Heirloom cornbread?" Josh?
Here's what I tell you, Josh. If you can get me 2 pounds ish of the corn that's used in the mash bill for one of the Iron Root whiskeys, I will grind it and everything and make a cornbread out of it, and we can see how it pairs with the same whiskey from the mash bill. Does that make sense?
He's really going to grind that corn.
I can get a grinder. I can do that.
Grinding it. Just really
I think that would be a cool video.
getting in there.
Just get that cob and
Just grind it out.
Mm.
Yep.
shave it down.
Gretchen said that Ryan just walked through a back gate with a Weber, set the security cameras off. That sounds about right for
Yeah,
me.
sounds
Well, I
about
mean,
right.
Troy was back there.
My God.
No, he wasn't back there then. I did just walk through y'all's back
So-
gate and dropped off a Weber.
The one late night that I've spent with Gretchen. That's right, Josh. You were there. Josh pulled out how many different whiskeys that night?
Oh, Jesus. Well, that was after Troy's, and
After
Josh was
Troy's.
already snoggered because we had to take him back home.
Right. We brought Josh home, and Josh just pulled out this. What's their? Is it Texas Whiskey Trail? Is that their
Yeah.
channel?
Well,
They're following?
I don't think he does
Do
the
you know?
YouTube thing much anymore.
Oh, it's popping.
Yeah.
We-
Gretchen
Oh,
said
you need to keep track, dude.
I am, but I also don't want to interrupt. It's
Josh doesn't remember this. No, you were there, Josh.
The
We should have set up videos. What we should have
Oh,
done because
what?
there were so many where he's like, "We'll never
Texas
be able
Whiskey
to get this
Life.
again."
Texas
Yeah,
Whiskey
Texas
Life.
Whiskey Life. What was the other thing that he pulled out that night that you fell in love with? The in between whiskey and brandy. Armagnac.
Armagnac. Yes, that is. If you have somebody in your life who isn't a fan of the whiskey kind of taste, and they're still interested,
Yes, Josh.
in getting into it, get them Armagnac. That's or 2019 Garrison Brothers Cowboy. As it turns out, she took that down in one.
Garrison Brothers is a slap and tickle. That's for
Not
sure.
not 2019.
So
Completely
Gretchen,
different than
you're going to appreciate this. So Evan's wife, who's not a very big bourbon drinker, put down about 2/3 of a bottle of 2019 Cowboy by herself.
Oh my God.
Guess who won that night?
Yeah.
Winning. Yeah. So Texas Whiskey Life is where I was going with that. If you're not familiar with Josh and Gretchen, they're a good follow, and they're unreal in their hospitality.
So
I can't believe she put up with us that long.
Right.
oh, I lost it. Where art thou, Romeo?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
So
Smoky Duck says, you guys need to get a Blackstone or some other kind of griddle and do some flat top cooks.
So
okay.
what I'm thinking about doing, yes, Blackstone griddle, getting something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. So cool story. Our neighbor, the guy in between us who's not a perfectionist, actually for the dads in here, he has a blog.
And it's fun.
It's hilarious. He talks about the day or events in the way that dads want to.
And he doesn't sugarcoat, and he does not censor.
It's called the
Dad language.
Yeah, dad language. We'll put a link or something in there. We'll figure out how to do that in the description. Aiden will figure that out in a little bit. Anyway, so he had a little 3-burner Weber that was all kind of burnt out.
This is
And
great.
it
was decent, but he was looking to upgrade.
He was looking to upgrade. So we found what ended up being what we thought was a 4-burner. Really good deal.
Keep
and we're
in
going to hear
mind,
the story again in a video later on too.
He's got a 6-burner, and I've got a 6-burner. He might have felt a little short.
He didn't
with a
care.
3-burner.
He didn't care. He wanted a 4-burner because he thought a 6-burner was too big. So we found was a pretty good deal on a Weber 4-burner, which is what the Craigslist ad said.
Mm-hmm.
So he borrowed my truck and went up to somewhere, I think Killeen.
It was a decent drive, and his negotiation skills, let's say, just leave a little bit to be desired.
Regardless, he goes up there, he gets it, he brings it back. I get a text message like, hey, can we unload this? We unload it, and I start opening it, and I die laughing. It's a 6-burner.
Josh didn't open up the box and look at it. He just paid money and brought it home.
There you go.
So this is a 6-burner grill. So long story short, what I'm thinking about doing is showing how if you do get a big 6-burner, how to do a custom kind of setup on it where you have like 2 burners set up for a griddle and then 4 burners set up for a regular direct grill or offset, but show how to take a big grill. Like if you're a family of 4 with little kids, or if you're just a family of 2 and you don't want to have a bunch of grills in the backyard, show a good setup for a 6-burner that has a flat top, has direct, has indirect, and where to put like a smoker box, things like that to make a 6-burner grill, 3 or 4 grills in one.
Scotch eggs. It's been up there. I've been trying to find a way to segue it. Scotch eggs.
I've been ignoring that one.
It's just, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
I saw that. Who typed it?
Laura.
Josh initially, and then John.
Okay. Well,
And
I
then
see
my-
Laura backing it up, so that's where I'm at on that. By the way, I have to retract what I said about Josh's negotiation skills. Apparently, he picked up a 6-burner for the price of a 4-burner.
Yes.
So that's pretty substantial.
And for a good price for a 4-burner, he got a 6-burner. He got the grill at about 30 to 40% what it should cost. And oh, by the way, it was brand new in the box. I had to put it together.
Good times. Okay.
Gretchen asked, have y'all tried the Garrison Laguna Madre?
Laguna Madre.
Laguna Madre. Yes, I have.
No,
I had it over at Jeff's.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Jeff's
That makes sense.
wife, Michaela, got it for Jeff for his birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can have Jeff over and have some, or did you help yourself?
Me Jeff and Brian were drinking it. Once we were done, Michaela, no, we didn't drink all of it.
Surprisingly.
We did not drink all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Once we were done with it that night, I think Michaela hid the rest of the bottle.
Smart. Way to go, Michaela.
Yeah.
Because Ryan and Brian, they can take down a bottle.
Gretchen offered to give us a sample.
Okay, well,
Y'all just told y'all's happy asses right on out here.
Mm-hmm.
Fried rice. Oh,
Brand new table. It's not the whiskey. It's
I gotta
the table.
applaud you. You didn't spill your cup.
I wanted to say it's a good idea that he's taken notes, and then I spilled his whiskey, but he's not concerned about the Evan Williams. He custom built this table over the course of a month. Like, took the pine and put it all together, and it is beautiful. Stained it, sanded it.
Stained it again,
Stained it again.
Gretchen said, "Get your coffee while you're up, Ryan."
While you can't see the edge right here, it's impressive.
Smooth.
Well, I can't say much. My coffee's like half rum chata anyway.
That's all right.
What are you, like a high school gym teacher?
No, he likes his coffee like he likes his women. Sweetened with a tan.
It's an awkward.
His wife is right there. And the look I got just sent me through the back wall. I had a dream, by the way, that Mars and I were demolishing your house.
That's not a dream.
I know,
That's Tuesday.
That's kind of life. At least
I know it doesn't make sense, but it was like a stucco house, and yours isn't stucco. But like Mars, and I was trying to get Mars, and he kept blowing holes through your house, and I was chasing him. So your house is looking like Swiss cheese.
So Scotch eggs are written down.
Scotch eggs, fried rice, whiskey griddle breakfast.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Okay.
Do like a red-eye gravy with whiskey as a base. Okay.
And that would be good Irish barbecue.
Would be Irish barbecue.
Yakitori.
No.
That would be
Yeah.
That would be United Kingdom barbecue, actually, because we'd have Scotch eggs with some baked potato.
There we go.
So fried rice, yakitori.
Let's see. David Smith asked, "Will there be special guests again? Because some of those guys were hilarious."
Yes, David, there will.
Yes.
Sorry, is there not?
No, y'all talk. Y'all
No?
talk. I'm
Okay,
ready.
sorry, David, we're not.
No, we can do special guests.
Laura said more cigar and whiskey nights.
We can do that.
Yeah.
You were working while I had Joe over for cigar night, and we had a good time. I think you and Joe would enjoy a cigar night.
Probably.
Yeah. Yes.
The whiskey griddle breakfast. Is that what they all said?
Yeah, whiskey griddle breakfast.
Sounds good.
I like I'm writing these down. I can just go back later and
It's three
Copy-paste
fun
will work.
words: whiskey, griddle, and breakfast. But they're together.
Yeah, it makes a thing.
Yeah. Whiskey breakfast, sad. Griddle or breakfast griddle, fun. Whiskey griddle, fucking messing up the wording. I had a whole thing in my head. I can't.
I know where you were going with
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
All three
Again,
together.
We
Well
have
played.
the ADD kid on the chat.
It's
Sorry.
like a
Whiskey
party
brunch.
when you have
Whiskey brunch sounds like
whiskey griddle brunch.
uh,
Boy, it's hard when you get whiskey in you.
it's hard just trying to figure out the exact order because all three of the words can kind of go in any order.
Yeah, you just say it.
Yeah.
We don't slur here. We speak
In
cursive.
cursive.
Yeah, it's fine. Good.
So yeah, whiskey brunch, which that sounds like an interesting way to start a morning, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so I want to flesh out the idea on guests. I do enjoy guests, and I
Any volunteers?
learn from this feller quicker than I learn from anybody else. But I'm not opposed to the idea of actually there are some people on the chat and people here in our community that are interested in
I would like to have John over to talk about the actual whiskey making process.
Yeah.
Because he's learned a lot about it. And Josh and Gretchen, I know y'all have too.
So
I'm on board with that.
Josh said, "Yas, bourbon waffles with bourbon syrup and bourbon whipped cream." And then John said bourbon bacon and bourbon hash browns. And at some point, you're not going to be able to leave your house.
That's Christmas.
That's actually a brilliant idea for
It
when the
is.
family is over.
That is. Like, welcome,
You can't
kids.
deal
Have
with
some
them
waffles.
and-
Hash browns. A little Scotch eggs.
You can't deal with your relatives or their opinions if
Don't
you're
forget the
unconscious.
bourbon whipped cream to go onto the bourbon waffles and the bourbon syrup.
Bourbon has quickly stopped sounding like a word now.
Some bourbon honey butter
That'd be good.
for some bourbon scones.
Gretchen nominated John. I guess to like be on here,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but he has been nominated. We accept this nomination.
Remember, all newcomers have to do hot sauce. Your second time over, you don't have to do it anymore.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know how much hot sauce I've gotten?
You don't have to do it. You've already done it.
Who else is going to do it?
I don't have to do it. I will do it. I have the new Apollo pepper, man. Yeah. No, the Apollo pepper, like, seriously almost messed me up. I think I would have been in a hospital.
All right,
If I
finish
kept
what you
it
got.
up.
Let's get to slaying.
Oh,
because
thank
we're,
God.
We're running some time down here.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I don't want to shoot this.
Do it.
Whew.
This is going to taste like water.
I've had worse.
Ah.
I've had worse.
That's true. So a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a long time ago, when I was in the radio world, came in and said that he's a bourbon man. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go try bourbon.
Bobby Bourbon.
Yeah,
That
so
was
my
his name.
paycheck said that I would get some Evan Williams, and I have not liked bourbon ever since. That's not true. I have not liked most bourbon ever since. Is Eleanor considered a bourbon?
Yes.
The first try of Eleanor that we had was magical. And then I got a bottle several weeks later, and it was not. And you still have one of those bottles where it's magical.
Maybe.
So Gretchen said, Josh and I will supply the bourbon for the breakfast, and then said, now who's your favorite Iron Root rep? It will always be you guys.
Both of you equally as a team.
Gretchen
You
has
can
my
fight
vote.
over who's more than the other.
Hands down. Hands down. And you know what, Josh? You're a damn lucky guy to have her.
It's true.
Speaking of Josh, he said, my ring of fire is still smoking from the last time I killed you. Which, yeah, that was
a rough night.
That was
That was a
Yeah.
very
that was a rough
night.
24 hours.
Now, to be fair to Josh, he is my second favorite ginger ever. So that's nice.
John said, I like Slain, especially for the price. And Gretchen said, I take back my offer. Poor negotiation skills. Boom. Oh, God.
You got my vote, 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
He's the only one that matters because he's the one that keeps track of the calendar.
I really want to get you
Mhm.
guys to do the one chip challenge with me.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
The
one
poppy-
chip.
The chips are black.
It comes in its own little
I have
blister
been
pack.
through 12-step programs and none of the chips are black.
This one is. It is not pleasant.
No, yeah, it's the only time I've ever had my eardrums feel spicy. Like I didn't touch my ears; they just the sinuses, I guess. But it's only about 5 minutes of pure agony, and then it's like it's nothing.
Wow, that sounds like 7 minutes in heaven. All right, stop recording. Right
That's
now.
rude, Gretchen. Fine. I'm just gonna sit here and write.
Mm.
I'm just gonna sit here in silence.
This is.
I haven't even.
Is this Coors Light? And going from that Evan Williams 100 proof down to this is.
Oh, that's smooth.
I feel like we went from drinking a porter, and now we're drinking a light. The chip challenge was my.
Oh yeah. My mom brought it up to me.
Son of a gun.
So if we want to go to something you're gonna be able to taste right now, we'll be able to taste that.
I'm fine with not.
Drink like an adult.
Yeah.
It kills brain cells when
Oh,
you're no
this
longer an
is-
adult.
No, this is 2020. Go get me a 2019 so I can take it home.
I don't have any. You got all of it.
That's
My
the downside of whiskey.
Once it's
Bottle
gone.
only holds so much.
I had 3 bottles. They all went somewhere.
But if you have a
It's
2019,
the darndest thing.
send it to me. It's fine.
Mm.
It's all right.
But yeah, no. One chip challenge. I definitely want to. That'd be fun.
All right. So I've been
John,
wanting-
are you gonna come be one of our guests? I'm writing you down.
Yeah, put him down.
Yeah.
Okay.
If not, we'll kidnap him. We know where he works. It's fine.
Yeah,
Gretchen and Josh, we'll just come kidnap you too.
Gretchen said,
How do you spell Galalabad?
Gretchen said, whiskey challenge, Iron Root Hazmat. Is that a thing? I don't.
So it's a new release of Iron Root.
And it says hazmat.
Yes, it's called Hazmat.
That doesn't sound like that means it's.
I would say less appealing than, say, Harbinger.
Harbinger is at least a fun word.
Hazmat's like
What?
Hazmat reminds me of too many drills.
70.3 purple corn whiskey.
Yeah.
need a
Yes,
gas mask.
140 proof, 140.6 proof.
All right. Well, I mean, it'll work.
I've heard that it is just, it tastes good, but you got to work for it.
What was that chaos? Have you tried Ghost
Scream hot sauce. I actually have not. I've had a bunch of Ghost Pepper and Carolina Reaper and the new Apollo one. I like hot sauce is it's kind of my thing. But no, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I'm with John on the spicy. I don't mind spicy going in, but spicy going out is a different story.
Pain-inducing spices, that's more fun. I found there's two purposes to have something like that. One is if you're having it with friends and you can, like all things men do together, it's a dick measuring contest in some way. And then the other one is if you have a really bad hangover, I found out that if you just go through significantly more agony, it goes full circle and you come out feeling like $1 million.
I broke my finger. It hurts so much. Oh, come over here.
Yeah,
My leg
it's
is
pretty
broken.
much that.
You're
Like the
welcome.
major pain, like you want to see a magic trick.
I shouldn't share this, but I'm
Ooh,
going
Ghost
to.
Scream, good flavor.
When Michelle and I were first dating, we had a romantic weekend in New Mexico up at Taos and Angel
Lots of
Fire.
turquoise, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Quite a bit. And while we're up there, we're trying some different beers. One of those was the Area 51 beer, which was horrible. And that night we peeled the paint off the walls. The next day we decided to go on a hike. Horrible idea. We get up to the top of the peak. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
And we start coming down. About halfway down, I realize I'm not going to make it down the mountain without taking a detour.
Oh,
Yeah. No toilet
Ooh.
paper, just
I have a
those.
similar story, but go on. Go on.
So there I am about 4 months into this relationship, head over heels with this girl, and I have to look her square in the eyes and be like, you got to go down the mountain without me.
Only one of us can make it.
Go on without
127 hours.
Luckily, I had a bandana on my head. It did not make it down the mountain.
Dude.
You're still telling the story?
So I got a similar one, right?
That shit took a long time.
Dude, I got a similar one. I was still in the Navy, and we were doing like a mountain trail thing right next to the PCH, like overlooking it. So if you're driving, you can look up, see all kinds of people.
Sure.
And I had been drinking heavily the night before.
Don't say.
Yeah, so it was Sunday morning,
Mm-hmm.
or Saturday morning, one of the two. Definitely not Friday. And so we're running. My buddy who I was with is significantly faster, so it's mostly like just trying to see if I'll ever see him again because he's also my ride.
Mhm.
And right when I was literally on the downhill slope, all I had to do was go down, around, and it would have taken me straight to the parking lot. So all I really got to do is just get around it,
Mhm.
and it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's going to happen. Now, the fun thing about these trails is it's like sheer wall, single track, and then like cliff. So there's nowhere to go. But there's this dead tree that grew out of the side of the trail. And so I'm like, it's only one way to do this. So I grab onto it, kind of like, when you're like rappelling, and I'm like 2 feet on either side, trousers down. It happens. I look back and I shotgun painted the side of a mountain next to the Pacific Coast Highway.
There's a flood down in the valley.
Yeah. And then I saw someone coming like over the little crest of the trail, and I hear them yell like, "What the?" And I'm just like, and I have to climb back up, Revenant style, pull the pants up and I just sprinted as fast as I could. Right when that guy managed to like follow me, I had like just, when you're like that bounding run, I managed to find the one toilet, went in there, slammed it, and then like hid. And the guy comes down like, oh, oh. Like somebody, did all that. And so I hid in that bathroom for about 40 minutes. Texted my buddy like, yeah, I just hurt my leg. I'll be there in a sec.
But you didn't come out with a limp.
No.
Nope.
Oh, man. Josh said the spice so nice you had tasted twice. Gretchen said Chaos and Evan doing a hot wings challenge, answering questions Ryan throws at him. I'll do that. It's more worrisome for you.
How hot are you making those wings?
How hot am I making those wings?
That's.
I don't know. I made some wings that we reheated in the kitchen one day. It made the air spicy for a day and a half.
Yeah.
There were people in that house that were angry because you walked in the kitchen and it was painful to breathe for about a day and a half.
I don't think I'm on board with that.
It was good.
No, it'll be fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Josh said mountain squirts. Taggart Kyle said, yo. Hello, Taggart. John said bass fishing squirts are also no fun. Get to the bank now. There's a flood in the valley. I make knives. Would y'all be interested in getting one and doing a review on it?
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Totally. So hit us up.
Yes, do what he's about to say. Finish what you're about to say, and then I'll throw what I was going to say out. So yes, finish that.
info@whiskeyandbarbecue.com. No E in whiskey.
You want to type that in so they can have the email address? Since you have a
Type
keyboard.
it in the
chat.
I can't reach the magical keyboard over there in front of the camera.
info@whiskeyandbarbecue.
Never go into business with 12-year-olds.
Hey, I'm 14 on most days.
That usually, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. It's almost like you've got a part in this.
Almost.
So, let's talk about reviews for a second.
Okay.
So,
because we have some.
We do have some.
Yes.
So we've gotten requests to do gadget reviews, gadget cooking utensils, cooking tools, things along those lines. So I personally don't use a lot of tools or a lot of gadgets, things like that. But what I was thinking, and tell me if y'all are interested in it, is somebody like Evan cooking using the gadget, and then I cook using just technique or kind of one of the things that I do. So you see kind of what the gadget lets you do by watching what the actual technique is and see how it comes out differently. Is spending $20 on a gadget worth the time saved and having to do a more advanced prep and a more advanced cooking style to get the same kind of result? But because you can see both of them side by side, is that something y'all are interested in?
Essentially, I would be interested in seeing if it has real world value. Right.
What did you do?
Oh, like, this is the site
place.
the guy's talking about. Yeah,
Hooligan's Forge.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Where the wild hooligans roam. You want a blacksmith's play.
Hooligansforge.com. Check that out. That's
a nice website, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
They just reached out and asked us if we want to review their knife, of course.
So,
Josh said, fancy charcoal brand comparison.
How much charcoal do you have?
I don't know how much is in your garage.
There's 2 new bags on the side of your house.
Oh. So
I'll probably borrow them this week.
I cannot tell you the sheer number of times I've gone looking for something, and it's gotten to the point now that if I can't find it in about 10 minutes where I know I left it last, I go to his house.
It's there.
Always.
That's what you call reliability.
And it's great because I've got 2 garages and a shed worth of places I can store things. The problem is I don't normally put things in one of the shed or the other garage, but that's where my stuff is.
Jace,
it's fine.
Yes,
I always replace it.
Because you normally breaks it
or use it. It's fine. Somebody got a new truck.
Okay, before we get into that, charcoal comparison, yes, cool, we can do that. what do y'all think about me doing? Because I have a kettle problem. Setting up.
That's an understatement.
Setting up 4 or 5 different kettles and smoking something that takes smoke relatively quickly, probably like a chicken thigh or something like that, and have 4 or 5 different kettles set up and smoke on different kinds of woods. So you can have a side-by-side comparison of pecan, cherry, hickory, mesquite, alder, things along those lines.
Yeah, and my wife likes that idea.
Your wife likes that idea? Okay.
She's particularly fond of eating good food. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Gretchen said, "Make smoked salt." Not sure how that works. And
yes, I am going to do that. Okay. That's one of the. That's probably going to be a Q-tip type video because the video is only going to be like 5 minutes long with how you do it because it's really all on the prep. But yes, smoked salt is something I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to do it around the same time I do smoked cheese because I have to do it when it's cold and it's Central Texas, so the temperature's below 60.
That'll work. We were not below 60 at noon today, but
we were below 30 this morning.
But we won't be below 60 tomorrow, but next week maybe.
I have to work Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes. Well, yes. Don't forget about the other day that's coming up.
I have to go Christmas shopping on Monday.
P9, don't. Can you retract that? You don't need to send us money.
Holy shit, dude!
Good,
no,
man.
Dude, don't.
It's all good.
You know what? All right. So name whatever. We're gonna
send it back. You'll be fine.
And
I believe that was the shawarma.
Conventional wisdom, myth busting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Same meat. Prep grill smoked first. I don't have a pellet smoker.
Oh, we should get you one.
There we go.
What kind of pellet smoker would you like, Ryan?
What kind of pellets do you prefer to smoke?
Deer pellets?
It was so stupid, but it got me. I believe they call
it or not,
Texas guano.
And I know y'all aren't going to believe this. They are like this without a camera.
You remember the raccoon?
They're really like this.
On Josh's driveway?
Oh, God.
We can get some raccoon pellets. Josh had a raccoon that got
it got in there?
Sick or something.
It got picked up and taken away eventually.
That actually didn't.
To a farm where it can romp and play?
Well, all raccoons go to heaven.
Aiden, are you reading?
I am.
Yeah.
Totally.
Rotisserie fund.
Does resting your meat make a difference? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Yeah. No context given. Sometimes, meat can only take so much pounding. You got to let it rest.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you to mute your speakers there. Oh, my word. I'm sorry.
If anybody's on headphones, it's your own fault.
I am so sorry.
You know us.
You remember Halloween weekend when I couldn't hang out with everybody? I've been coughing since then. I've tested negative for COVID 5 times.
Oh, do we need to give the COVID disclaimer since we're all sitting so close?
No.
Okay.
We're drinking
we did last time.
high-proof alcohol.
Yeah, it's fine.
What, the YouTube police are going to shut us down or something?
Ask Santa for a pellet smoker, Gretchen said. That's a good point.
I don't know if I want one.
Really?
Sure.
Ryan, think of all the pellets you could smoke.
Let's do this.
I like, somebody brought up a chocolate rotisserie. I like that idea better.
A guilty pleasure of mine is hunting down good deals on the secondhand marketplace, on the sell and swap. So how about we do this? How about I find us a pellet smoker? What should I get? Trigger?
Before you buy, send me a link and I'll tell you if it's any good.
P9 said, kettle rotisserie fund. Hey, it's Christmas time. Enjoy.
Blind taste between...
Blind taste test.
I said that.
You said test taste.
Thank you, P9. That was very, very generous of
you. Okay.
Or borrow one from T-Boy. I think
Troy doesn't have one. Oh, no.
Words.
No. Troy doesn't have a pellet smoker. No, he doesn't.
Okay.
All right.
Unless he got one recently.
So
we can borrow a pellet smoker. That's not hard.
There's somebody. I know there's somebody here in the neighborhood that has one. They wouldn't let me borrow it to do a video with.
In the German, big German boy that was driving
Is it Germans?
When you and I were on the trailer with the first playset.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got one.
Yeah, he's got one. Okay. Okay.
Blind taste test between pellet and traditional smoked.
That'd be
So if
fun.
we're gonna do the blind taste test, like things like
Tag? Taggart and I went to high school together. Tag joined the Marines first, and then Matt and I, who hung out with Tag, that we were slated to go in together, and then I rolled my ankles, and I actually ended up going in a year after Tag did. So, Tag, thanks for joining us in Semper Fi. And if you have some Tag, I don't think would drink whiskey.
Tag, you drink whiskey?
I'm thinking more along the lines of, maybe some eggnog. That'll work. Keep in mind,
I'm sure
the
there's
area
a joke in there.
where I grew up. That's all.
Fair.
Yes. Okay.
No alcohol
Yes.
was involved growing up. That's all I'm saying.
What's he?
He said, "Sup, bro?"
Yeah.
Is he recovering like you?
No. Tag went to Norway and can speak Finnish.
Don't they speak Norwegian in Norway?
Sorry.
Okay,
Finland.
I'm glad
Oh.
that this is. I'm glad that the Tag is actually the same guy that we think it is, because it'd be really awkward if it was somebody else.
Really? How did Taggart Giles? How many people do you know named Taggart?
3. They're actually his last name's Taggart.
The last name's Taggart.
Yeah.
Which was his mom's maiden name.
Oh, you're
And
one of
now
those.
it's his
Okay.
first name, and his last name's Giles, and I think that's one of the best names ever.
Weber rotisserie is not
Oh,
too
Tag does
expensive.
drink whiskey. Tag drinks whiskey.
Andy speaks in the third person. He's my favorite.
Yeah, no, you'd like him. He is.
Yeah.
If you think I'm funny, this dude, he throws down. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he's witty.
Okay, where is the Tag now?
Northern Idaho. Last time I checked, he was north of Sandpoint. Yeah, northern.
Does he fit in Northern Idaho, or is he like the outlier in Northern Idaho?
I don't know. So last time Tag and I visited each other, he was in Colorado. Colorado Springs, is that right, Tag? Is that where we last? And
You have it closer in front of you. Quit looking at that one.
so
What?
God, that was
Uh-huh.
15 years.
Trying to keep track.
Has that been the thing? Anyway,
Beef ribs. Okay.
So, yeah, David Smith said Weber rotisserie is not too expensive. Even I have one.
Tag, you got my number. We got to catch up, bro.
Yeah, I need to get a rubber rotisserie. I actually want one.
I'm
here's
so down with this idea.
Here's the problem for the Weber rotisseries. What's getting me is I don't know if I want to get one for my 22 or my 26s, because I've got two 26s in number of 22s. So we'll look into it. I'll probably just need to set up one of my 22s for a rotisserie and just leave it all the time. What?
Fire Rock 9.
Do you have enough 22s to do that?
I don't know. I need another one.
Perhaps unusual protein choices: rabbit, squirrel, or groundhog.
What was the username?
Fire Rock 9 Fire.
Hi, Amanda.
He's right in the middle there. It's starting to scroll up. It's right above where Tag says, sup, bro.
She.
She?
How to cure meats.
Okay. That would be cool. I'd like that. And the dry age thing with the bags. Or
my bag's okay.
Or I will find another free refrigerator and we can do it then.
Beef ribs.
Beef.
I want to do a whiskey aged beef rib where we get the plate ribs and we wrap cheesecloth around it and we sprinkle some bourbon and stuff like that on it, let it go for about a week, and then smoke that. I think that would be amazing.
Okay.
That would be a good time.
So the
Yeah,
knife
David, I know the 22 would be cheaper.
So y'all get together and let me know what kind of knife would fit the channel, and I will put a bourbon barrel handle on it and send it free of cost for y'all to do a review. Let us know.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Thank you. It's still going to have to be his wheelhouse that he's the only one that knows anything about knives.
Email us because I'm unfortunately a knife snob a little bit. I'm a little bit of a knife snob.
You have the email, info@whiskeyandbarbecue.com. We respond. It's right there on the phone.
Yeah, we all have it. So we'll look at it.
Oh, look at that. We got money from we'll say ER. Thank you, ER.
That's P9, probably.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Jerky on a smoker? Yes. So I want to do.
So
Hold on. Yes, I have. We'll do jerky on a drum. I need to get some hanging hooks, things like that. Evan has a funny story to tell about jerky. I'm gonna let him tell the story. You better tell it in its entirety.
We've had a few requests for reviews. That's honest.
That is honest.
Among these was a gentleman who asked us if we would sample his jerky.
You were telling the story in an order that's going to make me look like the jerk.
I am appalled, sir.
How would I ever? Never. You're actually not the jerk. So I say, cool, send it. And he did. And I got it. And I brought it over to the cook's house thinking that, we could kind of use it as a catalyst to get the reviews going again. Now, I thought that. Didn't actually say that. I just kind of left the jerky here and said, hey, got jerky for you.
Yeah, hey, I got you some jerky.
Yeah, that was it. Even though the rest of my head said everything else. So I left. And then, it was a month later, I said, hey, you still got that jerky so we can review it?
I've been building the table. Amanda, you said rabbit, pheasant, what else? Oh, rabbit, squirrel, ground. Where the hell am I going to get groundhog?
In the ground.
Yeah. It says it right there.
So
February
he asked.
2nd.
So he asked.
Bill Murray never had a problem finding the groundhog.
So he asked about the jerky. I'm like, what jerky? I said, it tasted great. He's like, we were supposed to review that. I'm like, I'll say it tasted great on camera.
Wow.
So we got to buy some more of that.
Yeah. I'll figure out what it is and we'll
I got the website and everything in the garage.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ooh,
it came with a nice letter and everything else.
Okay, so carnitas, old
Surely
school
you can
style.
just rustle one up. Thanks, Amanda.
Carnitas, old school style carnitas.
Evan mentioned Ryan was going to make a video.
Yeah, we never did make the knife video.
We've actually filmed that like 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Oh, is that when
released
we
it.
were starting out?
Yeah, it was
We'll,
the knife bag.
Yeah, because we had like 10 episodes because we were still getting into the.
So I'm in the. I'm not in the. I am coming up. Sometime next year, I'll be in the market to purchase knives, and I think that we should do that. We should.
You're in the market in the next year to purchase knives.
Mm-hmm. The knives that I have sitting on my counter, my wife wants to replace.
They're nice knives.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong person.
Some of them were nice knives. One of them might have had some damage done to it.
So,
not by me.
So wait, I don't know if I should say it or I want it to be a surprise. Carry on.
okay, so anyway, that lends my
idiots.
thought process to
Surely you can just rustle. Yeah, Amanda, thanks.
if we move along to getting knives, that we should probably lean towards a barbecue set of knives.
What kind of carnitas, Josh? I get it, old school style. Pork or beef? What do I mean when I say old
Just
school?
saying. And use it.
Yes, with Suntory.
Oh,
I am not cutting a brisket with the samurai sword.
That's a katana.
I'll cut it.
That was not a samurai.
Don't
that was
use
a
it.
katana.
Yeah, it's a.
Katana's the dog.
You can cut her too. I don't care. All right.
Mars won't eat her. That's annoying.
What are you talking about? Mars will eat the side of a trash can. I've seen him do it.
Okay, I can do that.
Like pork shoulder, slow cooked until it fries in its own fat. Carnitas is pork. Oh, I don't know why I said that. I just kind of got on a.
Sometimes I forget that it's pork, and that's okay because carnitas wasn't a thing where I was growing up. It just
Yeah.
wasn't. I mean, we ate pork, but we never ate carnitas.
No.
No. And
Yeah, I honestly don't know what most of the meats are whenever it's like say it's like or just anything. They're like, hey, what's this? Like, oh, it's carnitas. Like, all right, that's carnitas.
I'll walk into
the wild
Chipotle and I'm
carnitas
like,
roam across the fields and they kill the carnitas and they.
Shifting gears, what are some ideas like? Because none of y'all have mentioned a single whiskey review at all. So, do y'all want us to do?
No, they want us to cook. Stop drinking.
I get it. You don't want us to do like whiskey pairings? Do you want me to use whiskey as an ingredient?
Yes.
John, can
That's
you
good.
give me some
On all of
staves
them.
so I can smoke some stuff on some barrel staves?
No, that would be fun.
Please? I love you. You too, Josh. Give me some barrel staves.
Gretchen brings up a good point. My uncle actually, I should have plugged this earlier,
Thanks, John.
but
Thanks.
Ingredient.
comparison of vegan meat substitutes for those of us who are trying to not shorten our lives eating smoked meats every day. That's very fair.
Okay. Yeah. So like the Impossible Whopper.
Bro, Impossible meat is awesome.
So the gal that used to cut my hair but doesn't anymore, she would
Because he
make,
doesn't get his hair cut anymore.
she said that she would make a burger out of black beans.
Uh-huh.
You're able to do that?
Uh-huh.
All right. Tag, I just sent you a text at your old number. So if you're there, then hit me back.
So before we get into can I cook vegan and can I cook vegetables,
No, you can.
do I like red meat?
You like
Yes.
salads?
Yeah, you like salads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like red meat, but if I could eat salads, fruit, and fish, that's what I want to eat. I don't mind red meat. I know how to cook it really well, but it's just not something I eat a lot.
It's so strange how well you'd probably fit in like some hippie commune in Oregon.
Yeah,
Probably
or
not.
South Austin.
They'd kick them off, though.
I'd fit in South Austin.
You would, wearing a fanny pack and growing out a faux beard.
I'm
I
never
can't believe fanny packs are coming back. They're not even wearing them around the waist anymore. They wear them on the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, get a satchel, like Indiana Jones. Don't. Why do you need? I bet there's a lot of fanny pack manufacturers that are like, why are all our triple XL fanny packs getting sold out? Like, oh,
Al
because
Capone meat?
Al
I don't
Al
even know
Capone roast.
Al
not
Capone
meat.
roast? What the hell is an Al Capone roast?
I assume something to do with taxes.
Beyond Meat.
I haven't tried Beyond Meat, but I hear it's not as good as like Impossible. Isn't it like made out of dates or something?
P9, that's probably the first time someone's thrown something in the chat that I didn't know what it was. I'm going to look that up.
That's surprising.
I've watched cooking shows on Netflix a lot.
Tag, are you in Girls for Gunslingers, the old guard? Just curious.
What?
It's a Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's fun. It's
When I was young, my mother
Turn
used to
toward me.
cut.
Salties.
used to-
Oh my gosh, that looks like a turducken, but made out of good stuff.
yeah. She would make her
It's
Al
like a-
Capone roast. There's
a
a
Malibu
variation.
chicken.
Flank steak through tenderized.
All right, so while we're
Ay, Dios mío.
going,
Flank steak. A lot of flank steak.
You're not even reading.
do some whiskey education videos.
Yes.
Josh, that's what you do. That's what you're for.
Yeah, Josh. That's
Yeah,
your thing.
Josh, I'll bring you over and I'll feed you and you can talk.
Yeah, you talk.
And
Yeah.
you too, John.
Yeah.
And Gretchen, because I know, yes, Gretchen, you and the whiskey ladies know whiskey too.
Yes, we're not. It's just that Josh posted that. That's why we're picking on him. Josh, bring your wife. What's up? How you doing?
Say no to Beyond Meat. Yeah, I've had the Beyond Meat. It's not really great. Although I do make a killer burger using sliced beets.
This I've got to see.
Beets,
I'm not a-
pears, little star galactica.
I slice them about a half an inch thick.
Mhm.
I season them well. There's a little bit of brine involved, but they're actually pretty good.
Beats by Dre.
It's Dr. Dre. He is. A
He bailed on Facebook.
Oh, good on you, Tag. All right, so hit me back on the text if you're still at the 303 area code.
Let's see. A few of us can hook you up with Spencer Wellen of the Texas Whiskey Association and Trail.
So
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I knew about the trail.
Yeah, you did.
I knew about the trail. I didn't know about the association.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You and I've had the conversation. You might not have remembered it.
I was gonna say.
Okay. Let's wait until let's see what the virus does, and if we want to have a conversation like that, then we can look at doing some kind of cook at my house and bringing Spencer and things like that over, or see if like Andalusia, see if Ty and them are willing to let me come out there. I'll bring the big pit out, and we can just have kind of a group thing.
I wasn't reaching for that. I was trying to get your. Chase McRae said, "Are you going to start showing us some healthy options on the grill? Fish, veggies, whatever the hell an etc. is.
Yes. Yes, Chase, absolutely. As a matter of fact, one of the reviews that we're going to do is the barbecue dragon, which is a cylinder made out of aluminum.
News to me now.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
the dragon's a charcoal lighter. It's the rolling basket.
Yeah, it's a rolling basket.
Yeah, the dragon is the chimney with the different thing.
It's from, okay, anyway, so it's a grilling thing made out of aluminum. It's a grilling cylinder made out of aluminum. And we'll be doing vegetables on that. That's apparently what it's made for.
So, disclaimer, we're getting a lot of really great ideas, but understand all these ideas aren't going to happen in the next month. Because right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You know what? You're taking holiday break here for a couple of weeks. I don't even know what you're going to do.
We got 22 cook ideas right here. And I got another notebook with like 10 or 12 things in there. We're going to do 1 cook a week. There's 52 weeks in a year. We got like a half a year right here. We'll do some of them together though. The whiskey, I need friends with the whiskey brunch, the whiskey breakfast though. That's gonna be
fair.
a thing.
Okay. Yep.
Well, I need Gretchen and Josh to bring several different kinds of bourbons to cook with.
No, that's what I want. I want Josh and Gretchen to come down, and John. And I mean, if you're in the Austin area, then just reach out. You know, we're not hard to find.
We need to get the amenity center.
We could do that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They have a big kitchen there.
We know a guy.
We know a guy.
Andalusia, smoking barley. Andalusia.
Andalusia, it's the distillery. It's my favorite distillery in Texas.
Okay. I don't know.
I like
if some of the words I'm saying
some of the
are.
stuff. I like what Andalusia does better because I like more of the Irishes. I like their single malts.
I don't know most of the things I'm saying, whether or not they're food things or not, because apparently food people have a lot of made up words.
Have you met Josh?
Like Harry Potter.
He is all ginger Irish.
I know. No.
He's a big boy Irish.
Anyway,
healthy options. Okay.
Your salmon is amazing.
Happy hour at Fang and Feather Friday night.
Gretchen
yes,
said,
Gretchen, we know.
Yeah. Let me back up a little bit to Chase because we did that salmon video, and we also did the
I will
monkfish.
stab you, Josh, if you get me anything Ardbeg.
I'll stab him if he stabs you, so
that's-
it cancels each other out.
I can't. I
Here you
can't.
go.
I
God,
can't
I
do
love
it.
Ardbeg.
We can't do it.
This is fancy.
So Chase, you can use that same recipe that we did on the salmon and apply it to pretty much anything else. We had trout last night. Still had trout.
The butter poached one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
And
that's a really good way to do it.
Oh my word, it's a great idea. Thank you. A little bit of lemon.
A lot of material for season 2. Awesome.
Not just lemon juice. Get a little lemon zest. Get a shredder and get that pure.
Okay, so Peanut is asking the question that we were wondering when it was going to come up. He wants to know what happened. Okay, so
Lots of material. What happened that y'all took a break? Life.
September of 2008.
You had a field exercise.
Nice.
September 2019.
Yeah. We've been going strong for a year. 2 videos a week.
We had been. September 2019. I'm actually going to put out a bunch of stuff. I'm going to let y'all know some things right now.
Oh, are you?
I am.
Okay.
So September 2019, I went and I was in the field for about 3 weeks. Before I went in there, before I went out, I was fighting with a lot of depression. Like I was really in a bad place, and we started the channel to kind of help me out, and the channel had gone from something that I really, really enjoyed doing to becoming a bit of a grind.
It became a thing that we had to feed.
More than a bit of a grind.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of film. We were doing a lot of editing. I was spending 20 to 30 hours a week on social media, and whenever I was about burnt out, and then I went out in the field for 3 weeks, and I thought it was going to be a good break, and it was kind of a living hell for me.
Oh, it's also the field.
Yeah.
There certainly was a break in there.
Yeah, there was. Boy, was there a break. So came back, and I've had a lot of really bad things happen on my birthday, and it was real close to my birthday whenever I got back, and I was just kind of mentally not in it. And Evan and I were sitting on the back porch, and we were talking about a couple things, and I looked at him like, I'm done. I can't get in front of a camera. I can't do it anymore. To which Evan promptly responded, "Oh, thank God, because my back is killing me and I can't edit anymore."
True story. I didn't know what was happening with the back. Apparently, your discs are supposed to have jelly in them, and I don't have that. So
it's all peanut butter.
So he and I both crashed out about the same time.
Mhm.
We decided we were going to take a couple months off. A couple months turned into
a couple quarters.
Well, it was supposed to be a quarter, and then
almost a couple years.
April. Mm-hmm. Well, so in March, COVID happened, and
which, if we were smart, we would have capitalized.
We were planning on doing it. We were planning on capitalizing it because I was working from home, but I promptly got moved back to Austin for working because I've been driving to San Antonio like an hour and a half every day.
I remember that.
That's why you got a new truck. That's the other one.
The other one got run 60,000 miles in 2 years. No, Gretchen, I didn't go into rehab. I went into a brief inpatient stay.
And that's okay. I've been there.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I think all three of us.
So kindred spirits.
I got sent back down to Austin, and I promptly went into working from home, but putting in 50 hours a week and getting traveled around and doing everything else. And now things have kind of normalized again, and Aiden is going to school for doing editing and everything else now. So he needs a project.
So I don't have to sit there.
Gretchen, it's fine.
You're fine, Gretchen. Don't worry about it. So yes, we're all in a better place now. We're all happy now. We're all loving life now.
And so then here's where I can, because like I was in and out because I was going through my own personal hells.
Yeah, I was going to say we didn't actually get better. It's just that in 2020 everything lowered to
the bar got lowered enough.
And so so it's weird. Like starting a YouTube channel gives you like these weird little skills that in any other year would be basically useless. But so I still have a bunch of camera stuff. Like this camera we're using right now, I ended up using for Zoom so I could flex on these Zoom kids.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 1080p on everyone else's. But so yeah, after a while I was like, I had to do a couple projects and I had to edit some stuff, and then I just really started liking it. I started coming over to Ryan's to like help out randomly, I think, or whatever.
Like you have done since you were
I was like a teenager. Yeah. And so I was like, yo, man, like, let's get the band back together, brother. And
Laura, can you answer the question about what the three of us do, please?
Oh, yeah. And so, Ryan was like, I don't know. Evan was pretty much in the same thing. At one point, we were talking about like just calling it quits entirely, dissolving everything. And I was in agreement on that. Then I got to editing and I was like, oh, this is really fun. Yeah. Because one, I don't have to talk to people, which despite the fact that that's literally what I do on this channel, I don't like doing it a lot of times.
We're not really people. I mean,
yeah,
these guys have been basically family for 15 years now or something like that.
And now you're family.
And now I just walk into Ryan's house unannounced and pray that everybody's got clothes on.
And so, yeah, like pretty much it was just like us going back and forth and like, should we cancel? Should we start up? Should we cancel? Should we start up? He gave me one of the things that was going to be our first video. And then
my wife promptly said
no. And she made some several good points.
Her IQ is higher than all three of ours put together.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great video. But what?
It will.
It is. It is. Also, I have to re-edit it because
who doesn't like fried apples?
It baked, but yeah,
sure.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then I started editing, which is why,
our look has changed.
Yeah,
y'all will find out.
It's better.
We'll drop the. Yeah. When do we want to drop that vertical ad?
It's not as elementary. Whenever now.
We can do it
yesterday.
Yeah, we'll drop the vertical ad tomorrow. I made a little 51-second one to, put out on the Instagram.
It's fun. So Ryan is full time in the military and in the medical field. There, he knows all the medical stuff.
Amanda, I don't bake.
Aiden is a full time student, and I'm a full time trophy husband. So. That's what we do. So, that's not true. I've pulled back on my trophy husband status.
Are you just like self-conscious about the hair? Because I love it.
No, I love the hair. No, yeah.
It's the only thing that's changed.
It's really bad when he pulls it back to his like 6-year-old girl ponytail.
All right, Gretchen asks, what do I do for the Wizard of Ads? I make friends. That's literally what I do. I find a business owner and I find their vulnerability and I make fun of them for it. And that endears them to me. And I bring them into my gravity well.
Why do people like you for you doing that?
He's got tall people confidence and a deep voice. You want to hear what he says, and you can't ignore his physical presence.
Look, you've been my neighbor day in and day out for the past 3 years and 4 months.
Has it been that long?
Uh-huh. And it seems just like yesterday.
No, it doesn't.
That's my superpower.
Does it seem like yesterday?
It does. If there's 2 things I do well, one of them is making it seem so short that you've known me. Hey, remember when you got in the pickup truck and I backed into the garage?
I had only just met you.
The night before.
And I was next.
We got smash drunk. That was funny.
Oh, God.
Well, I did because I vomited all the way back to my house, but not on my property, just on his.
On my property.
Chase McRae said, Ryan, name some of the things you do for stress now. What have you learned to correct it from happening again?
Drinking.
No.
Vaping.
Some of the things that have helped me with my stress. So I am.
He's been upgrading Power Wheels from 12 volt to 18 volt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gave his kids street legal.
His boy can drift better than anybody you've seen.
It's ridiculous.
He'll be coming at you. Let off the gas, come sideways, hit it, and just swerve right around you. It's amazing. He's 4.
He's 4.
All right, so I'm sorry, you were saying about coping with stress.
Coping with stress. Some of the things that I've gotten into.
Wood building.
Yes, I've gotten.
Sure.
I've gotten back into woodworking.
Is on some other level.
Yeah,
the problem that I was having with, understand it wasn't stress how you're thinking of it. I don't want to say I'm extremely intelligent because I'm not, and that makes me sound conceited.
Your job on this channel is being smart. So I feel like that kind of works.
You pretty much need to be smart.
I don't.
Because he and I are pulling down.
Yeah. I get you want to be modest, but you're literally the Bill Nye of the trio. So.
Let me describe Ryan to you in 3 sentences. Give him caffeine and he'll take a nap. Let him sleep.
Coffee.
Let him sleep and he's useless.
Oh, yeah. Never let him sleep.
Ask him anything that you need and he'll have the answer that you're looking for.
Not necessarily that you want.
That's Ryan.
I'm really good with level 2.
You son of a.
This guy.
Can you believe this guy? This guy.
So the job that
double Italian.
Let me back this up. The job that I had for a couple years, I wasn't very good at. I didn't enjoy it very much because everything about the job was very regimented. You weren't allowed to think. You were allowed to only do what you were told, how you were told to do it. Even if it was wrong, how they told you to do it, you're still supposed to do it that way.
It was like trying to take a Ferrari off-roading. It didn't make sense.
I do not work well in that environment. It was also extremely slow. It was extremely slow-paced, and I was not allowed to think. And I don't do well when I'm not allowed to think because there's a lot of crap rolling around in my gray matter that I don't want to think about. So I need to have a lot of other things going on so I don't think about it. Whenever I'm idle, I think about things I don't want to think about. So I got out of that job. I got here. I'm in a much more challenging job.
Which engages you.
Yes, it engages me, engages my brain. It lets me do things a lot.
Yeah.
I'm back into woodworking. That helps a lot.
Giggity.
Right. And I just decided that I'm going to do what I want to do and have fun with doing things, which is part of the reason we're coming back with the this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and also, like, I can edit, so now Evan can just be himself.
Oh, David, are we giving you scratchy audio? Anybody? Okay.
Anybody else?
Because that's the only thing that I can't stand is scratchy audio. So if we have scratchy audio,
that's the downside of working in radio for so long. Are we still green on it?
Yeah, we're still green on it. It was
All
when the
right.
battery was dying.
No.
We've been going for a while.
Fire's getting scratchy audio.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we're just getting.
Gretchen assumed that Evan was doing voiceovers for commercials and audiobooks. You have that late night radio DJ voice going on. I do agree. If I could sleep in a bed of his voice, I would never wake up.
A little scratchy and poppy.
All right.
I wonder if it's because I'm dropping my pen and it's causing that noise.
It's possible, but I think that we might be heating up the electronics, and it's just kind of starting to hit and miss there. So we may need to wrap this up.
What the hell? Oh. Yeah. Oh, she's a little toasty, but it's fine.
All right. So January 6th. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. January 6th. We're
6th.
Dropping the.
Okay.
Kids.
I want to wrap myself up like.
Oh yeah. Well.
Blanket of that velvety voice. Yeah.
John, you know where to find Josh. So, Josh, John.
Yeah,
I'll
so
take both.
This difference,
Yeah.
Josh Galladay and John Gunsel look real similar.
Yeah, and I'm in my 40s now.
And,
so
yeah, because he almost died when he turned 40.
oh my lord.
But I can recognize those different profile pictures, so I know who y'all are.
So, Josh.
All right, are there any other questions that we need to answer, Hayden? Because you're supposed to be reading the chat.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap this up. We'll let you get on with your evening. We've got, so many good ideas, and we can't thank you enough for that. That's really what this was all about, was just to say, hey, thank you for your patience with us. And what would you like? What would you like more of? What would you like less of?
P9 did bring up grilled fruit, pineapple, apple.
I have a kick-ass recipe for a grilled pineapple that I stumbled across while I was in Idaho.
And I have a pineapple core that was sent to me by somebody in Idaho.
Oh, the internet. I saw something on the internet. Did you guys see that if you basically, it kind of looks like you're aggressively molesting a pineapple, but then each of the little things, it comes apart. Like a pineapple.
Oh yeah, you pick it.
Yeah.
And it comes out with pure diamond.
Yeah.
Things.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Who knew?
Yeah, it's like an hors d'oeuvre that grows in Hawaii.
Yep. Who knew?
That's right.
Yes,
I can say hors d'oeuvre.
No, I have the coolest pineapple coring thing. Literally, you cut off the top of the pineapple and you twist this down in, and it cores it and it pulls out the rings and it's all sliced.
That's awesome.
I kid you not. In less than 30 seconds, you core a pineapple. It's beautiful.
That's awesome.
I know. I love it.
Let's see.
We did it the night that you guys were out watching Christmas lights. I tried to get you to come over.
Bill Nye, the smoker guy.
Just
they said he's a gremlin.
You're not
I
pretentious.
could
You're just
actually
better.
refer to any of us. Make real life Mario Karts for your kids and set up a course. Yeah, you can. We could actually have a Ryan.
We've done
Life
that.
course.
You know how the garbage cans are, what are they, 30 inches wide and 30 inches deep and
My son's done
50
donuts
inches
around
high.
them,
Yeah. We
drifting.
we'll put those out in the cul-de-sac and the kids will go through them. But we need to do one from the Frankenscape in my backyard.
Oh, God.
Yes.
We need to just start putting up more pictures on. All
right, we'll do that.
We're all
right.
professional idiots and amateur fathers.
Scratchy audio, but not the pen. I want to wrap myself in a blanket of that velvety voice. Hell yeah. I'd buy the app that Evan reads bedtime stories to us. I would buy that.
Gretchen, I found this thing that I do with my boy now. Instead of trying to rush through the books to get him to sleep, I take up a Car and Driver magazine. Last night, I taught him the importance of Harbor Freight tools and the 20% off coupon. They make good tools. They break just like everybody else's. If you're smart, you'll get the ones with the lifetime warranty.
They need to make like children's book that are interesting to reminisce on, where it's here's a children's book version of the East Side versus West Side rap feud of the 1990s. And then Tupac said, "No, you," and Biggie got mad.
Are we doing merch? Yeah, we're looking at. We had a Teespring store have present tense, past tense. I don't know. We think about doing T-shirts, things like that. We thought about merch, but we don't know if anybody wants it because we really are idiots.
Pretty much.
So
in that
I have
regard.
submitted designs
Good design.
years ago.
yeah, we have
Fun.
So we just have fun. We're thinking about doing merch. We'll think about putting some stuff up. Worst experience. Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
So I can bring up something on that, Chase. David, my project bike is still sitting there. I haven't touched it for months, and
Your project truck is still sitting there, haven't touched for years.
that's
It's
my
got a
life.
new windshield.
Oh, it does?
Somebody else did it.
There's no hole.
I like the hole, though.
There's one thing that you don't want to touch on a truck because it actually
It's important.
important, and that's
That's
the
the
windshield.
windshield.
Yeah. So I had
Or the frame, or
But
the fuel system, or the brake system. Oh, it doesn't have any of those.
so we're fine. He's been there in the engine bay while it's running. Yeah. So I had the guy teach me how to put in a windshield, which was really nice. So Chase, the cook does an annual VFW barbecue. Fair enough.
Yeah, I volunteered.
I was going to bring up the FW.
Yeah, I
right?
volunteered to
It's
cook
like
for the Wembley VFW.
Massive cook.
Which is really nice of him to do because it's an all-night thing and there is a boatload of smoking and cooking and sides and
They give me a ridiculously small budget for what it is, and I cook for a relatively large number of people.
so the first year that we were doing this in 2018, I take my family there and the Boy Scouts are helping serve the food. Now, a smart person would go in and say, hey, you guys are really doing great. Oh, that's delicious food. You know me, I'm not a smart person.
You almost got a knife thrown at your head.
So he's been up all night, literally zero sleep. And I grabbed the business cards that are kind of laid out on the tables there for
Hold
everybody.
up. So he's about to tell you this story. Whenever I say I cook for a lot of people, me and a buddy of mine named Nick, with Aiden hanging out with us, cooked a barbecue lunch of brisket, chicken, pork loin, sausage, homemade macaroni and cheese, coleslaw, beans, and potato salad for 300 people.
In the night.
I don't even know why you really brought me up because I kind of
He was there videoing.
I screwed up most of the things I did. You're like, hey, you want to shred this
So
cabbage?
with what he's about to tell you, keep in mind that this isn't cooking for 50 people or 100 people. I did this for free for 300 people. Go ahead.
So I grabbed these business cards that are that we made up. They were
Yes.
pretty cool. We were proud of them. We just started.
Our
We
business.
were like, yay, we're whiskey and bar. Yeah,
Our
okay.
business.
And I bring them to the front line.
Our business.
Throw them. Yeah. At the top of my lungs, I'm berating him. Why you la 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 la? I won't do it because your kids are sleeping right now.
Yep.
Just going off for like 30 seconds, and his eyes turn into like a cobra's eye. They just get really thin, and I was like, "Oh, that's past the line."
Yeah, it's when Ryan gets like quiet and not laughy that you're like, and now for something completely different.
and I'm gonna walk away.
Not above stabbing you. He's a medic.
Ryan was angry.
Yeah. The benefit
Ryan didn't talk to Evan for a couple weeks.
The benefit of having a medic as a friend is he can put you together. The downside is he can take you apart. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. So
Josh said, oh man, you could sell the right merch.
The right merch.
The right merch.
Yeah.
P9 said, likable idiots, regular guys. I actually might steal that.
Yeah.
we're stealing that.
That's a
Thank
brandable
you.
chunk. Taking it. Thank you.
We did like professional idiots and amateur fathers.
That
We got
use both.
We'll use both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
P9 said, hang on. P9 said, fact you're not trying to be YouTubers is why I watch. It's actually one of the only steadfast rules.
So
And they have to remind me.
funny story. So remember Aiden's doing our editing and everything, right?
thank you.
No problem.
Or there's text messages going on, and so what YouTubers call it is call to actions. And he was talking about that, and I responded back with, under no circumstances will we ever say, will you please like, subscribe, follow, ring. We will never say that. That is the only rule I have.
It's the one we agreed upon when we made this. But you see, when you're like, neck deep in some editing and you're like, You're not thinking about principles. You're not thinking about morals. You're thinking about the money, baby. No. Which we don't make.
To be fair, there's not a lot of that in what we do, but
it's more.
It is what it is, and we're actually here because Ryan knows how to do grilling.
Yeah,
and I have become fascinated with that. And we all like to drink. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
And we made a lot of really good friends out of this.
Yeah. And so if you have questions about grilling or barbecuing, you can send them to us because I am still coming of age and I'm still wet behind the ears when it comes to that in my estimation. Now I can turn out a brisket.
He's gotten a lot better since I first met him. He couldn't do anything.
My burgers are less hockey pucks and a little bit more manageable. So
I'm not afraid to eat anything he's pulled off the grill now. Before it was pretty sketch.
But the point is, if you're curious about it, send us an email and or
find us on Facebook.
However, reach out to us and we'll respond in kind.
Yeah, basically the big issue is since I'm going to school for editing, I forget what I'm doing. Fortunately, I got these guys to keep me in line and keep us from turning into BuzzFeed. Jalen Allen says, hello, Ryan.
Hey, Jalen.
Let's see.
I'm not Ryan. I was responding back.
With all the barbecue.
So my wife's maiden name is Allen, and so Jalen Allen but it's not. No, there's a lot of Allens, as it turns out.
With all the barbecue you used to do and eat, do you guys have high blood pressure or other health indicators? That's kind of a loaded question.
Everybody has some health indicator, regardless.
I've had high blood pressure since I was 15.
High anxiety. I can't stop sweating. It doesn't matter what it is outside. My pits are wet, and that's just how it is. That's life. So consider it what it is.
To answer the question, it depends on how you cook, depends on what you cook.
Bacon, butter, life is good.
Yes. Your wife cooks mainly with bacon and butter. I rarely ever use butter whenever I cook. I try to cook really healthy. I try to cook really natural. I don't like really heavy, fatty foods. I'm not a giant fan of brisket. I don't like eating it.
That's true. And you've maintained your weight. I've put on about 2, 3, 6 inches around the waist.
You've gained weight.
I make a huge ass.
I can see my progression for a video, sir.
Yeah.
God, I need to start running.
That was kind of funny. So, funny story.
No, we're done running. We don't run.
Evan and I were doing a video one time, and he asked me if we were going to cook, and I told him, we're going to make a salad. He's like, okay, well, we grill stuff. I'm like, yep, I'm going to grill a salad. He's like, you're going to do what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, we're going to make a grilled salad.
Time out. I tried that the other day. I got wilty lettuce.
Did you try and grill the lettuce?
I did it. It's good. It's really good.
It was wonderful.
He loved it.
You can't imagine a smoked salad is good.
I thought smoked salad means one of the things in the salad was smoked.
No.
That's what it means at Applebee's.
I actually did a grilled salad, and it's really good. It's a grilled romaine salad.
It's really the same 3, 2, 1, and a little bit of butter and
a little bit of
put it on the grill.
Butter. It's feta and a basic Greek vinaigrette.
I did it wrong.
Because that was the day we got the imperfect produce. The first one we did imperfect produce.
Right. And mine was not imperfect produce, but I grilled it and it was wilty.
Health indicators aren't fun. Whiskey helps.
How do you smoke on a gas grill?
Oh, easy.
Well, you can make the smoke on a gas grill,
because we have smoker boxes in our gas grill.
To be fair, you showed me a way early on.
Oh, did I show you the foil pack?
You did.
Okay.
It is easy, but we can show you. So we're going to write that down and do it.
For sure.
Yes.
Health indicator. Oh, no, wait, sorry. Last idea, calf fries challenge?
No.
What is that?
No.
Calf fry?
No. I'm not frying bull testicles.
I'll eat it. No questions asked. I'll eat it.
Jeff and I are doing lingua again.
I'm glad you're editing.
So I grew up working on a ranch out in East Texas. I have had calf fries. I've had them prepped lots of different ways. It's a texture thing. It's like I don't like tripas either.
Is it like slimy?
No, it's.
Then what's the issue? Eat the balls. See, for me, like the only thing that
I don't know how to describe the texture other than no.
the only thing I'm like kind of antsy on is like bugs. But even then, I've eaten like crickets and stuff after they were dead. I'm not an animal.
So I mean this in the most literal way. I've eaten your eggplant,
Yeah,
not the emoji.
you like the eggplant.
I was gonna say,
You like my eggplant.
it's
I-
2020, brother.
I did. I like
Are
your
we still
eggplant.
scratching and popping since we're still going on?
But if I
John said, I assume meaning with the texture ropey. Oh,
It's not inaccurate.
oh, God. Oh,
I still think of eggplant and my throat just like, nope. And it's not your
It was
eggplant.
good eggplant.
No, it wasn't yours. This has no. Yours was good. I ate it. It just
That's right,
takes me
Josh.
back to when I was, I don't know, 17 or whatever, and I just eggplant's still a no.
No questions asked. He'll eat.
All right. God. Every time I laugh, I feel like I'm going to die because I start coughing. No Rona.
no Rona.
So the funny,
No,
so the
oh,
funny
right.
part is we have filmed a couple things that we were planning on releasing, and everybody's like, "Oh no, the 2 episodes we have in the can right now aren't good enough for a comeback episode. So you need to cook something else."
I didn't say that. I relayed that.
I agreed
You
with it.
agreed.
We should use the new filming rig for the new episodes. Look, anyway.
Anyway, moving along.
Are we still Poppy and Scratchy? Do y'all need to go to bed? Y'all want us to stay up and keep chit chatting with y'all and hanging out? Because I've got tons of ideas now. Now it's just hanging out and having fun.
Yeah,
We like
drinking.
y'all.
Oh, we still haven't done that yet.
We haven't
You
done
need
that
to
yet.
finish that. And you're close.
Wait,
Sam,
John, what?
No. Cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
Can y'all read? Can someone read
Chase?
the bottom one? Yes.
Yeah, he can get it.
Same, Ryan, with not caring for eating a bunch of fatty meats all the time.
Yeah.
Would really love to
makes
see videos of your healthier options. Maybe it could be, alter ego of Ryan.
Oh.
So
Markiplier has
No, 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 no,
Darkiplier.
no, no.
What would the other Ryan
here's
be?
the funny part.
we're going to come up with that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe like a whiskey
The
something.
majority of the stuff that y'all have seen on the channel that I cook, that's the fattier,
Our audio's
unhealthier
okay now.
things. It's because somebody else wanted to know how to cook it, and they asked me to teach them how to make it.
All right. To be fair, somebody got to Texas as quick as they could, and somebody's making up for lost time with good food.
I'll get a random picture of a dish and says, "What's this?" I tell them what it is. Can you make it?
Did we talk
Make
about Texas poutine?
He'll show up at home, and I'll have all the ingredients ready.
Texas poutine, as in with the chili cheese and fries, or because Texas poutine isn't.
Ryan's in person. Ryan, oh my God, you are like a Texas Jamie Oliver.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait.
Yes.
Oh, I was thinking John Oliver for some reason, but yeah.
Without the British. And the glasses.
Yeah.
And the nerdy look. Well, I got 2 out of 3. Finish your whiskey. Let's get to the cowboy.
Oh, boy.
Mm.
Cilantro.
Mm-hmm. What are you? Where are you? No.
No. You'll scratch the table.
I watched Brian put a lot of hours into this table.
Oh.
That's great. That's fun.
That might be the only way that you
They're
can
annoying
actually
me now.
This is the warning shot.
end up on the news. Small-time YouTube channel gets banned for stabbing.
Texas, man.
It's kind of like, you ever read about the crimes in Antarctica?
No.
Like on the small science team, there was a Russian team way back when, and one guy cheated at chess and the other guy murdered him outright. It's like the same thing.
It's like the same thing.
Yeah, it's like the same thing.
I think Ryan should do what?
Should do smoked macaroni. Oh, sorry. I think Ryan should do is smoked macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
So Jalen, we actually did that. There is a video on there. However,
I will redo it. Yes.
wouldn't be opposed to having it redone. Now, in that video, Jalen, there is a gluten-free option, and that is because we do have some dietary restrictions
Holy
between
shit!
the
I just
cul-de-sac
looked at the camera. Here you go, man. I don't have lice.
You got the Rona?
No,
Okay.
no.
You see why I wear a hat, right?
He and David are buddies, and David asked for it, so I can't say no. John,
Yeah, no.
I'll put it back on.
David went on like another couple 100-mile ride today.
He did?
Yeah.
That dude puts a lot of my
Talk Brown in the
Bites,
house.
he's
I thought
getting
the
it,
same
man.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay,
So smoked macaroni and cheese.
For those of you that don't know, we will go ahead and tell you what we're drinking now. This is actually the 2020 release of Garrison Brothers Cowboy.
Not as good as the 2019, but
Swinging in at
far.
133.9 proof. It is not a high proof. It's Laguna Madre. I like this Garrison Brothers better than the 2019 because I'm not a big sweets fan.
wow,
And
you don't have good taste.
Right. The 2019 was very much like pecan pie or like a praline to cream ice cream.
Delicious.
I don't like it as much as I like the 2018.
Come here, 2019.
Which is weird that you like the sweet bourbons better than anything else.
I have a sweet tooth. So I grew up
That's true.
with hot chocolate. I didn't grow up with coffee in the house, and I didn't really come about to coffee until after 2003.
Do we need to let y'all switch hats back?
That'd be nice.
Okay.
I like my hat.
And
At
then
least y'all have hair.
and then coffee became a thing. Not much. I mean, look at that. Look at that right there, man. I've got the Lemony Snicket's thing going on.
Hey,
That's
but
what's up.
that
He
was
does look like Lemony
that was an
Snicket's.
award-winning
He really
Jim
does.
Carrey thing.
Was it? I haven't seen it yet. I heard it was horrible.
I saw little bits of it.
I'll
I just
watch
like
it.
Jim Carrey.
I like Jim Carrey too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about sweets. I like sweet. I have a sweet tooth.
Wait. He has a sweet tooth.
But he doesn't.
Me? No, I like sour stuff. I don't like sweet.
That's right. Sour Patch Kids.
Sour
so
Patch Kids.
many.
Albeit about this time last year, I was headed down to San Marcos borrowing a truck. And in said truck, there was a bag of Twix, not the 4-pack of Twix, a bag of a pound.
Like anything
edible
Ryan
Twix.
does, he does not do it
Mm-mm.
to the appropriate amount.
No, gotta buy in bulk. So I ate that bag
Oh my god! Really?
all the way down.
Was it just one of those kind of like
It was there, and I didn't have anything else to do.
it's kind of
I
like
just
road
sat
trip
there and-
onions? Yeah, you just
Do I need to get something so I can read the chat while these two knuckleheads talk?
You want to take this?
But I
I
replaced the
can
bag.
because I can't see it up there.
I don't
I'm
know.
old.
What'd you say?
Or is it like somehow you're drinking your eyesight away?
No,
That's what happens when you get old. Small things become blurry.
no, there's not a flux capacitor in the truck. Yes, Jalen, I will do a smoke bag and cheese.
That's the only thing I want to look at.
Oh, new truck. Apparently, I've discovered that I've reached the age where I get the exact same truck, just in the newest year model.
Mhm.
So I got a 2021 Silverado in the exact same colors as the one I got rid of.
Yeah, you're the only one surprised.
Looks like a cartel truck.
Yeah, it does look like a cartel truck.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's all black. There's no badging on it. It's just
I recently took the badging
It's
off.
weird
It was
because
so
you
much
get-
better without the badging.
You get a better truck than so I go to Kyle a lot. Kyle, it's like the same person copy and pasted like a video game. It's like an Astros hat, a blue polo that's mostly polyester like Under Armour tucked in.
I wore Astros hats. You would never.
no.
you hardly
He
ever
has
see me.
one Astros hat.
I have several Astros hats.
Well, yeah, but you have yeah.
my ass.
but you will
Bro.
rarely ever see me in a polo,
Yeah.
That's true.
and you will never see me in polyester polo because my skin's too sensitive.
That's true too.
I never knew that, and I will never forget that
No,
for as long as I live.
So those detergents that you use on the laundry that smell good,
yeah.
you
I can't use those.
Oh,
I have to use like free and clear everything because I have really sensitive
But anyway,
skin.
no, it's weird because you get
It's
like
the only thing about me that's sensitive.
Did you hear the sibilance?
Yep.
the sibilance.
Did you miss it?
Yep, you did.
Might have, yeah. It's okay. You can rewind this.
Yeah, go ahead.
But no, yeah, like in Kyle, it's like the same kind of truck, although not always black. Definitely more bumper stickers, and then it's like some sort of Texas team hat, blue like Under Armour.
I am not
thing.
delicate at all.
I mean, you know, just don't talk about the Astros.
all right. So you see what he's doing here, right? This is what he does.
Classic
on social
redirection.
Media. When we first got this whole thing going, you'd come over and you'd hang out with him, and this is what he was doing, but mostly like this.
Gretchen.
But I was still interacting with y'all.
Yeah, you're interacting. This is great. Okay. Hey, you know what we should do?
Whoa. We can't give him too much shit because we've seen his Facebook when it was blown. Like when
he does a great job at it, but
Yeah.
this is a thing for him. He has to, if comments are there, he needs to make sure that they're taken care of.
God
I like
forbid.
interacting with y'all because God forbid a social media channel based off of
God forbid we
interaction
ever
with people
blow
watching
up.
us.
If they add a 0 to our sub count, you'll never sleep again. I know that. You'll end up looking like Daniel Radcliffe in Miracle Workers or something, just a blanket over your head, long ass beard, haven't shown up to work in weeks.
What are you doing?
These people on the internet need my attention.
Gretchen, I love you, dear. Really?
Oh hell yeah.
Did I miss that?
Ryan, aka Karen.
Nicely played. You should come down here.
I dig it.
Bring your ginger. And thanks, John. We'll see you
night,
soon.
John.
Man.
I love you.
You do. No Rona.
I do though. I do.
John's good people.
No, yeah, I love him, man.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, this is totally unrelated to the fact that we're streaming. Have you seen Stranger Than Fiction? It's on Netflix now. It's awesome. It's like Will Ferrell, Queen Latifah's in there, but she's not like part of the all-star cast.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Will Ferrell, Dustin Hoffman, Emma Thompson, I believe, and then like Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Hey,
It's
Rob.
such a good movie.
I'm
She's
Ryan.
Great.
That's
Oh,
Evan. That's Chaos.
Will Ferrell, not my favorite.
Well, this was
But-
also
hold on.
before Talladega Nights.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He's a genius
Oh yeah.
because I can't stand watching him in a movie, but quoting him after I watch it
Oh
all
yeah.
day long.
Yeah.
That's evil genius right there.
Well, also they just he works good with other
Chase,
people.
it's actually not that old of a hat. And I think you have to plug this thing in because the stream's starting to die on everybody.
Well, this isn't the one streaming, and
That's
it's at
true.
100%.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so
for
much.
joining us. Thank you for the suggestions. Feel free to hang out and throw, backhanded compliments at us.
Well, we're gonna go and end the stream because apparently
Okay.
the video is frozen, but not the audio.
Okay.
So it is.
Yeah, let's do that.
We were planning on doing an hour. We've been doing it for 2 hours, so we're gonna go ahead and let y'all all go to bed because it's almost 11 o'clock in Texas time.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I guess it's the YouTube guys telling us to
Yes.
shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Remember the best
whiskey is
your favorite.
I had an ad to keep you guys in line.
Best barbecue is the way you like it.
Don't forget to share both.
Cheers.
Still got it.
Appreciate y'all hanging out.
2 red buttons.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Bye.